What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the review for Love During Lockup. This is season number what? It's season 4, but I think it's supposed to be season 2. But season 4, episode 25. The episode is titled "Till Death Do Us Part." You guys. Before we go ahead and just get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, please do me a solid favor and subscribe to the channel, you guys. Please turn on your post notifications, share the video, you guys. And with that, give me a big, huge thumbs up. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss Love During Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys. So, honestly, when it comes to Love During Lockup, I don't know how, I'm not really feeling these people. Because some of them, you just look at them and you just think, like, what happened with you? Because some of them are just, like, weird. So I'm gonna start up and I'm gonna go in order of my notes. So the first couple I'm gonna talk about is Justine and Michael, right? So you guys know that Justine and Michael are getting married, right? She's going down to the prison. So his sister was upset last week, and the only reason why, his sister apologizes to Justine, and she says the only reason why she was so upset is because she wanted to be there and be a part of this situation. And unfortunately, she's not going to be, because only 4 people can go in. So it's going to be Justine, her mom, Michael's mom, and their 2 oldest daughters that are go in while she's getting married to Michael. Now, my question is, when it comes to Justine and Michael, it's like, girl, what is the big rush for you to get married to this man? If he gets out in what you said, 60 days or something, why can't you wait? It's kind of interesting, like, because it kind of feels like it's a shotgun wedding, but he's in prison, so we know it's not shotgun. But it's just really interesting. Let me know in the comment section. Are you guys connecting with any of these people? Let me know that in the comment section, because I just don't feel like I'm connecting with anybody from this cast so far, right? So we see them. So like I told you guys, it's only 4 people that's going into when she gets married to Michael, is going to be her mother, his mother, their older 2 daughters, right? So they're talking in the car. Justine's mom's like, he's gonna have to prove himself before I can call him my son-in-law. I'm like, absolutely, I understand that. So then at one point they were talking about, Michael's, profession. He's a rapper, and how's Justine gonna feel when he comes out and, he's on the stage and women are throwing themselves at him. That would imply, never mind. That would imply that his music is like, never mind. Never mind. We're just gonna leave that be. But yeah, you guys, please let me know if it's just me that's missing something with these people, or am I just, I don't know. Let me know. Am I reading too much? Am I just going too, thinking too, I don't know what it is. But like I said, I just don't feel anything with these people, because some of them I feel like they need a psychiatric evaluation. And since I said psychiatric evaluation, let's pause here and let's move on to the person that I desperately think needs a psychiatric evaluation. All right, you guys, Melissa and Louie. There is something wrong with Melissa. This woman is batshit crazy. So Melissa is leaving New Jersey and she's going down to Georgia to see Louie. So you guys, I don't know why every time they show Melissa, she's always talking about high school. It's like, damn, girl, shut up. Like, I'm younger than you, and I don't even talk about high school like that. Like, I graduated from high school now 15 years ago. I don't talk about high school like that. I graduated in 2007. I can tell you my graduation date. It was June the 2nd, 2007. It was a Saturday. Like, I don't even talk about my high school graduation. I don't talk about, not my graduation. I don't even talk about high school, period. Like, no. What? Do I still have friends from high school? Yes, my best friend. We've been friends since high school. But we don't talk. We now when we go home, like, we'll talk about, we'll see some of our classmates and we'll talk about things. But as far as my everyday life, I'm not going to sit here and reminisce about high school. The fuck? And that's all she does, is just talk about high school. It's like, girl, were you? And from the way she talks, it's like, you must have been part of the out crowd. Like, there's something desperately wrong with Melissa. I don't know what it is, but there is literally something wrong with the woman. You can pray, like, we can pray for that woman. Something's not right with her. Something's not right up here in the noggin. So She went down to Georgia and she called her sister when she got to Georgia. Guess where I am? I'm in Georgia. Her sister was not enthused at all. I'm like, girl, nobody really cares but you. God, her sister even called her crazy at one point. Cause so she's gonna go see Louis, right? Mind you, Louis is not in prison. I don't know what Louis is in. She explained it, but I didn't understand it. And Louis explained it too, but I just didn't understand it, right? So I guess Louis is in the free. It's like it's not a. I guess you kind of say like a similar. It's not a prison camp, but it's not jail. It's like they have bunks in there, so they don't have cells. They have bunks and stuff like that, and they work. So she pulls up to his job site, and she's like, I don't know if I can go over there. I don't know if I can go in there, so I'm just gonna pull over here on the side of the road. So then she calls him, right? She's like, can you see me? He's like, are you in black? She's like, yeah. How does my ass look? I was like, Melissa, you are a nutcase. So then she said, I'm going to flash you. He says, no, don't do that. So she lifts up her shirt and she's like, it's just booze. So he was like, he was talking to her here. He was like, he would want nothing more than to walk over there and just be with her, right? I think he was trying to gas her head up. But this woman is a nutcase, so she's like, I'm coming over. He says, no. Like, I don't know what that's going to do for me. So this fool ended up running over there anyways. And I think she might have gotten, she is a nutcase. She was so happy about the fact that he, grabbed her hair and he was kissing her and he was grabbing her ass and he pulled her pants down. I'm like, what? Yeah, I don't like Melissa is something. There is something seriously wrong with that woman. I can't put my finger on it. She needs a mental evaluation. There is something wrong with that woman. There is something wrong with Melissa, you guys. Literally and figuratively, there is something wrong with Melissa. Hear me when I say that there's something wrong with Melissa. There's something wrong with Melissa. Let's pause here and let's go ahead and move forward, you guys. I hope you guys can hear me. All right, you guys. So next up, we got Emily and Dowry. Is that his name? I never get his name correct. I think it's Dowry. I'm not sure. Dowry, something like that, right? Now, this scene felt set up to me, right? So she's at home, and then the phone rings, right? So she answers the phone, and meanwhile, while she's answering the phone, she's smiling. So when she answers the phone, it is Dowry's former cellmate, whose name is Smoke, right? So she's like, how did you get my number? Meanwhile, she's still smiling, asking him how did he get her number. Girl, you know how he got your number. Y'all gave it to him. Because then we later see, after they had a conversation with each other, the camera crew is with him as well. I'm like, y'all can't play this at all. Like, make this make sense, right? So the reason that Smoke is calling up Emily is because he says that Dowry needs some money because they got a business that they got some businesses that they trying to start up. I was like, say what now? Some businesses, and you just got out of prison. These don't sound legal. These businesses sound illegal as hell. And you're on camera. I wouldn't be on camera after I got out of prison talking about any kind of business because people are going to wonder, where did you get the money from? And then the question is going to be, what did you go to jail for? So if you went to jail for drug trafficking or anything like that, people going to start looking at you and be like, oh, you hid money. Like, I just wouldn't, after I got out of prison, I'm sorry, there's just no way I'm coming on camera and talking about starting up a business, right? Now, as wrong as I think Emily is for spending this man's stimulus check money, he was just stupid enough to give her the power of attorney. I still don't understand that aspect that you have for your power of attorney over you, but hey, it is what it is, right? Now, the reason why she keeps saying no about the money is because she done spent all the money, so she ain't got no money to give. And I'm like, damn, it's kind of fucked up that you spent all this man's money. Granted, he cheated on you, but I mean, what do you expect from somebody that's in prison? He's gonna talk to multiple different women, so are you shocked? Maybe she is. I don't know. I don't know. But I just know that I know that scene was fake. That is one thing that I can tell you. That scene was pretty fake. I didn't buy that scene whatsoever. Because then Smoke is talking to his homie, cousin, brother. I don't know. This business just sounds shady as hell. He's trying to open up some businesses. Why didn't you say what you were trying to open up? Because it just sounds super duper shady. Let's keep it real. It sounds so shady. But let's pause here and let's move forward, you guys. All right, you guys, next up, let's talk about Jessica and Dustin. This is another person. I don't think she needs a mental evaluation. When it comes to Jessica, I just wonder, girl, how far up does your elevator go? So Jessica and her daughter are going to go down to Tennessee so that they can meet Dustin's mother and sister. I don't see nothing wrong with that part, right? But the issue that I have is the fact that you can't see that your daughter doesn't really want to go along with this. Like, your daughter does not want to move, period. And she's like, at one point, her daughter was like, I have my friends. And she's like, but you're going to college, so you're going to make new friends. That's not the point, ma'am. You want your daughter. Now, here's where I have a big question for Miss Jessica. You don't really know Dustin in the outside world. And you want your teenage daughter to move into a house with a man that she doesn't know and a man that you barely know. Why? I don't get that. That makes no sense to me. Why you would have your teenage daughter move into a house with a man that you don't know and she damn sure doesn't know. Absolutely not. Like, fresh out of I'm not saying that he's gonna do anything, but I'm not gonna even give it an opportunity to fester. Like, no, ma'am, think about your child. So that then they go to look at a house, right? The house was nice, and I don't have a problem. So here's what I will say about Jessica, right? If you were buying this, because this house is not just for you and your daughter. This house is really for you and Dustin, right? Again, you don't know this man that well, right? And you're willing to uproot your life, take money out of your 401k to put a deposit down on a house, right? And that's fine. That's fine. I don't have an issue with her taking out of her 401k to put a deposit down. That's cool. Do that, right? But make sure that when you do something like that, it benefits you and your family, meaning you and your kid, not you and a man that could be here today and gone tomorrow. And the crazy thing is with Jessica that I think her daughter has more common sense than she does. It's just something off with Jessica too. It's definitely something off with her, right? 1000% something off with that helpful. But let me know what you guys think about it, and we're gonna move forward to we're gonna pause here and move forward, you guys. You guys, I really don't want to talk about Chelsea. I like Chelsea, but Chelsea. What? Now there is one scene in this episode with Chelsea that I cracked up laughing at when she was talking to her dad. Right? She told us that her dad can't sign for shit, and I cracked up laughing. So her dad went up to her house, right? So he was knocking on the door, and I was thinking, she's deaf. I don't think she can. But some people can hear vibrations. So maybe Chelsea can hear vibrations. Maybe Chelsea can hear the vibrations of the door. I don't know. Because I do know that there are people who can feel, because that's what he said. He texted her and he said either she has to be looking at her phone or she can feel the vibration. So I guess you could probably, but when you knock on the door, it does kind of vibrate just a little bit. Okay. Because I have to think about it. Does it vibrate? Well, if you beat hard enough, hell yeah, it vibrates. So, Chelsea is down on herself, right? And I'm like, oh my God. So this got something to do with Mikey, right? So you guys remember in the last episode, they told her that Mikey had a mini stroke, right? Chelsea, I really believe Mikey is playing you. I hate to say it, but I think Mikey might be playing you, right? So her dad got the phone and he called the prison up and she was like, no, don't do that. I'm like, yes, daddy, do that. So the dad calls and checks on Michael, right? So whoever answered the phone told him Michael is fine. We've gotten phone calls about him, and we've told everybody that he's fine. And he was like, and then he said a woman had called her. He was like, what woman? He was like, the person like, I don't know. I just know it was a woman and her daughter calling about him, but he's fine. And that's when Chelsea said her dad can't sign for shit after he told her that. I'm like, no, Chelsea, because I heard that with my own ears. So your daddy, it ain't that your daddy can't sign for shit. I think you just don't want to accept the fact that this man may have been using you. But she said she didn't send him any money, so what would he be using her for? And why did he go through the trouble of learning sign language? I'm not saying it's trouble. I'm saying this it's different for him. Like, he didn't have to learn sign language. So why did he have to go through, you know what? There's something off with him. So then we see her talking to her friend, right? And her friend feels the same way. Because she was like, it's something off. Like, have you talked to his mom and his sister? No, they have. So nobody has heard anything, right? And then one of his friends emailed her, and she was like, so he just gave his friend the password to his email. Exactly. It's something off with this, and Chelsea wants to get down to the bottom of it, and I'm like, I don't know if that there's anything to get to the bottom of, Chelsea, because like I just stated, yeah, there's nothing to get to the bottom of. I mean, like I just said a few minutes ago, your daddy called and they told him he was fine. I don't think that the prison's gonna lie. Maybe they could, maybe not, but I don't think so. We're gonna, I'm gonna wish the best for Chelsea. So that's really it for Chelsea. Let's pause here and wrap up this episode, you guys. So the episode, you guys, we ended. Well, I'm gonna end it with Ty. It ain't really much with Ty. Ty is just sitting here looking as foolish as she ever did. So Ty called not Boston, but Heidi's cousin, Kyoko, right? So they met up at the cemetery, and she wants to know if she knew about, Heidi getting engaged to Boston. So the cousin says she didn't know anything about it, right? And, Ty feels like, she might be just, defending her cousin. I think so too, right? But then the producers talked to her because remember, she had the ring for Boston as well. But that was in case, Ty said no. So she says that when Ty said yes, she gave the ring back to, Heidi and Heidi's manager, and that, whatever, she don't know what he did from there, right? So the producer says, are you telling the truth? She's like, yeah, I'm telling the truth. I'm like, I don't think so, right? Honestly, when it comes down to Ty, Boston, Heidi, and his cousin, it's fake. I just get fake. I get fake, you guys. I'm starting to get fake now. And then my issue with Ty is like, girl, you mad at Heidi for being with Boston, but you got a whole roster of dudes that you talk to. BB, the other guys, like Pot, Please Me Kettle. Like, you ain't no different, no better than Heidi. So what are we doing here? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It makes no sense to me. But hey, that was the episode, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Please drop down in the comments section, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, share the video, thumbs up the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. And also, you guys, in the comment section, let me know. Let's sound off, you guys. Sound off. Now, I did see the little clips for Love After Lockup coming in December. I am ready for that because that does look good. But let me know if it's just me, you guys. Because with Life After Lockup, it didn't give anything. And now Love During Lockup, for me, it doesn't seem like it's giving anything. But I definitely want to know what you guys think. Do you think that that Love During Lockup is giving? If it is, who are you guys liking? Because I don't really like any of these. Let me not say I don't like any of them. I don't gravitate, I don't find any of them enjoyable. Like I said earlier, Melissa is a nutcase. Jessica is an idiot. Jessica is just stuck on some kind of stupid, right? I don't understand Justine and her need to marry Michael at the prison. Ty and Heidi and Boston, y'all know how I feel about it. I just said I feel like it's a storyline. Chelsea is getting played. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Chelsea's getting played. And then that guy we met in last week's episode, he's just a weird ass person. He's just a weirdo. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking about this season so far. We are only 3 episodes in, and I'm just not feeling it at all. Thank God that they went back to this show being an hour long, because I couldn't give you guys an hour, like an hour and 30 minutes of Love After Lockup. I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I'm glad we're back at an hour now. An hour and 30, an hour and 15. I'm glad we're back at an hour, just an hour. Thank God. I'll see you guys later.